From the Moyer Sports Complex in Salem, Virginia, welcome to Day 1 and Game 1 of the Division III Softball Championship. Our first game features the State University of New York at Cortland Red Dragons against the Linfield College Wildcats. Alongside Rick Seidel, Greg Rakestraw, happy to be with you here on NCAA.com. Again, you could not have a more picturesque backdrop between these two teams, these 8 teams that will be here as part of this championship over the next few days. Again, this is the first of 4 games that you will see today right here on NCAA.com. The storyline for this Linfield squad, Rick, the jaw-dropping numbers as far as home runs, an NCAA record-setting season this year for this team.
Yep, they've knocked 95 out of the yard, and that tops their record set last year of 78. So not only have they beaten their record from last year, they have crushed it, literally.
He leads the team in at-bats, an average, runs scored, hits, tied for the lead in doubles, leads the team in triples and home runs. But swing and a miss on 3 pitches. An impressive start for Linfield, and again, welcome back to Salem, Virginia. Greg Rakestraw, Rick Seidel with you on NCAA.com. Look at the batting lineup now for the Wildcats of Linfield. And again, it is a murderer's row type of lineup. Hubrick and Baxter, the 1-2 combination to lead things off, but that sets up for Emily Lepp, a record-breaking 29-homer season for the catcher for Linfield. Stacy Doucette has had back-to-back 20-homer seasons. She bats 4th. She actually leads the team in average at .548. Emily Keckbein, Carly Prestiani, Alex Hartman, and Watson and Mixel will round out the starting 9 for Jackson Vaughn's squad. She might be able to hit one to it, given what she has done this season. Instead, she'll go opposite field. That is at least one. She'll round first. She'll head to second. It'll be a stand-up double for Emily Lepp. And again, believe it or not, that could be like a moral victory for the pitcher in Lindsay Rowell, because again, Lepp with 29 home runs this season.
And is a lefty. We should point that out. Last pitch, a screwball over the outside corner. There's another rise screwball, if you will, for the strikeout. Their third baseman, and then Kayla Lynch out for the year with a knee injury. And then in the second ball game, in a rundown, as we see this strikeout there. Sorry to interrupt you there, but then they lost their starting first baseman, second game into the season. So a lot of injuries. This team's had to overcome a lot, not just opponents on the field.
We'll step away. 2 strikeouts in the inning and no hits yet for Cortland. We're back with more in just a moment.
Linfield's been really dominant up in the Northwest. In fact, they instituted a conference tournament this year, and some say
line shot left field base hit.
Some say that was instituted to try and get another team an opportunity to get into the into the regional, into the championship and postseason play, because Linfield's been so good.
Already Linfield playing for 1 here in the bottom of the second. Now the bunt is put down. Quick look at third. 1 play and the ball is overthrown. That will allow a run to score. Runner advancing on to second is Hartman. She'll stop right there. But something you cannot do against this Linfield team is give them runs, and Cortland just did.
Absolutely. You said it. That's exactly the problem. And an unforced error, too, because Rowell had time to go to first base. The throw just sailed on her, and now we're going to have a conference in the circle as we're going to have a little discussion here as Coach Leonard is out of the dugout.
Single will pitch us into second base. Runners coming home, no play. They do get the speedy Hubrick at first, so importantly for Cortland, they get the out. But just as importantly for Infield, their lead is now 2-0. Base hit. Run 3 will score. A 2-out single. Laced it by Miola at third base, and now Emily Lepp, she of the 29 home runs, will come to the plate for Linfield. Go back to her regular position. This one off the glove of the shortstop. Immediate turn and rounding third and scoring at home is Baxter. With 2 outs, she was coming all the way. The inning continues. It is 4-0 Linfield.
Wow. What else can you say? Linfield, with so much power now, getting little breaks on balls that they're only getting a piece of. But because these hitters are so strong, they're muscling them just over the heads of the infielders into the grass.
And for Cortland, this is a feeling that most of Linfield's opponents have had all season long. They lost 1 game Now we'll keep this inning going for Linfield with the bases loaded. Ground ball gets by Miola. That's a fair ball. 1 run will score. 2nd run will score. Runners at 1st and 2nd. It is a 6-pack of runs in the bottom of the 2nd for the Linfield Wildcats.
Velaski with a 6-run lead, easy to kind of be free and easy with her delivery. Looks very confident out there in the circle.
Swing and a miss. Inning is over. A blink and you might miss it. Top half of the 3rd for Cortland, and Linfield leads 6-0 after 2.5. Slow ground ball, 3rd baseman. Does a great job of stepping in front and making the play. That's Prestiani. And again, the minimum so far faced by Velaski through 4. In fact, this is their 201st game that they have played, this group of 4 here at Cortland. Bunt, a beautiful one. Tough play, won't be made. So Carly Prestiani to the plate. Carly Prestiani to the fence and gone. Home run. First of the day for Linfield. 96th of the season. An average of 2 per game for this team. 9-0 Wildcats.
Wow, what can you say? You mentioned it earlier in the ball game, Greg, about this is a Earl Weaver kind of ball club. Play for the 3-run homer, and that's what they just got right there. Not worrying about stealing bases because they've got such big bats up and down the lineup, and they now are on top by 9, and Cortland State is staring a defeat in the face right now.
So Hartman reached on an error. Last at bat, sends this one to left field at the fence and gone. Carnias thought she may have had a play. She ran out of real estate, and Hartman hits her 2nd home run of the season, and the hit parade continues for Linfield College.
Well, I think there's no question that Linfield has figured out Cortland's pitchers now, the lack of velocity and not getting enough movement on those changeups, and they are just sitting on those pitches and driving them. I mean, both those last 2 home runs were not; those were well hit balls, and
Gallo swings and misses. Strikeout number 5 and out number 2. So Cortland down to a final strike. Last time was April 23rd. It won't be today. Strike 3, and Linfield makes quick work of Cortland in the opening game of the Division III softball championship. Rick, your thoughts on this one?
dominance, both in the field and at the plate. Linfield, we knew they could hit the ball with that .391 team batting average, leading the nation in home runs at 2 per ball game. They got their 2 in this contest. But in the circle, Claire Velaski really getting the job done. We didn't talk much about her over the course of the day because the hitting, as always, so dominant for the Wildcats, but really an impressive performance in the circle. And if you're Cortland State,